Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here going to be running out a first new load of oil today. So we have picked up some new rolling stock and a new locomotive, surprisingly. So we did turn around and grab just a Porter Type 2. Went with the classic black for pulling the oil tankers, just kind of fitting. And it's going to be its first run, so we did just turn around and put some wood in it, water in it. Going to hook up for the first time here two things. So I suppose actually we should see how lined up. We dropped those cars. We do still have to get things loaded up there. Let's see if hopefully these all work out. Oil's still a little bit finicky to load from time to time, that's for sure. Not everybody's favorite. Alright, that one should work. Hopefully. Nope. What are you doing? Alright. We're good there. We'll just turn around and open these up so we don't forget. Not gonna start filling yet, or shouldn't start filling yet. Hopefully. Be just wasting oil the whole time. Oh, there we can see the number over on the big tank not moving at all. So working as it should. That lined up, crank that open. One more to go. Then we're just gonna scoop all these up into one load and head on out. Probably should have got these filled ahead of time. But once this gets going, it shouldn't take too long. So we'll just run that and then we'll flip that open. And that should start everything going. Alright, that should take care of filling all the tanks. Cool. Oh, let's double check, make sure that we got, yep, cool. We got those two, we got them all. So we'll call that one good, and then we'll gather those up quick. Wham. The hookup process. Oh, I suppose we have brakes on cars yet. Porter definitely not going to push things through with brakes. The idea here is that we can use the Porter. It's cheap for the time being, and the Porter Type 2 always makes for a decent yard locomotive, at least in most cases. It makes for a decent yard locomotive, so if nothing else, we'll always have it around out here to move around the cars. Easy to use a switching locomotive out here at the oil field. Alright, rolling out. Did consider throwing the 062 out here on it, but then again, it's that volume issue that keeps that one sitting on the sideline, sadly. For now, have to run this forward and then slide it back and grab those other cars. Definitely plenty of room out here for a lot of cars, which is always good when it comes to the oil field in the long run, where you gotta move over 1,000. You can definitely have quite a few tankers laying around, that's for sure. So it never hurts to have some extra holding. We definitely probably don't need as much as we have, but you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it, I guess. Should get us where we need to go. That's good. Wow, we ran over that by like a ton. Alright. Backing this thing up, grab the 2 more cars, and then we will head out. Interested to see how much these actually pay nowadays. 600, wow. Really down there on funds after buying the cars. These cars, $1,400 and some a piece, so you know, almost $6,000 in rolling stock just to move the oil. But hopefully we make that back reasonably enough moving the oil. That's the plan. Definitely know that we get paid that oil barrels are going to make a lot of money. Still have plenty to get over there before we'll be getting that. Have to get a base of oil built up over there so that we can start making the barrels is kind of the idea here. Alright, probably don't slam into the cars at top speed. Ooh. There we go. Nice soft connection. That works perfectly. Okay. And we'll kill that, up that, hit those. And we will try to get the train moving out. Alright, little prototype 2 doing the job. Definitely not going to win any races. I mean, it might win one against this one. Hard telling. Probably not pulling this load versus that one pulling that load, that's for sure. But I always have thought this is a great looking little train though, so I like to fit them in whenever possible. I really would have liked to have seen this put as a starting locomotive option at some point. I just think it would have given it so much more value. Nice little locomotive, just does not get used much. Alright, heading out with the oil tankers. As we are heading out on this run, we did turn around and put in a bypass so that we can just run straight across for this run. And what I mean by that is we did not have this section in here before. We were going out to the meat line basically that way and then up there. So we did turn around and finish the Y in here so that things can now be, you know, we can bypass and go straight across for oil runs. And then the rest of that, we'll just see how it works out when we get in there. Alright, let's choke down and see if we can get a little bit more speed out of this thing. It does not really appear that we're going to get a lot more speed out of this thing. That's fine. Not a long run. We don't need it to go lightning fast. It's not pulling up hills. It's not anything else. It's just a nice, flat, straight little run. Not a lot in it. Shouldn't have any problems with the load. As I say, not going to win any races. Not looking to win any races. You know, it's fitting. It's a dinky little train. It's only 4 cars. At this point, it'll work. This should pay off the locomotive pretty quick, and then actually start working towards paying for the cars, which that's going to take quite a bit longer. Each one of these cars costs almost the same thing as the locomotive, so nice just to have them hooked up and not have to deal with moving them around. We could put another porter on the other side and then just move it back and forth, and we don't even have to turn the thing around maybe, so that's a possible too, just to keep it simple. Nothing wrong with that. These things are cheap and readily available, that's for sure. Quarter Type 2, very reliable, and with the extra wood, it's nice. With the lights of bonus for nighttime operations, no problem at all. And then this will keep our, big freight loco really in the Ruby Basin, free to run the hopper cars into much bigger trains on much longer runs across the map. This one really not that long a run. And this would be easy to park in a shed someplace, so there's that too. So I'm sure we'll be doubling this, and then this thing will be put out of business, and we'll probably be looking for something else to put on it. And quite frankly, it'll probably be the 06 too, and we just won't run it in videos so that it's not obnoxious and loud, and there you go. That'll get the 06 too out of the dirt. Though I would kind of like to have that on hopper cars pulling coal, so hard deciding. Decisions. Everybody has favorite locomotives for different tasks, and then there's people who are completely indifferent. But so here we go, heading out on new rail here. Just a little section in here, and then once we turn out onto the industry, obviously we haven't had anything out on there. We did build that obviously in the video series, but haven't rolled anything on it yet. Wildlife in the newly cut wooded area here to run for your life. No cow catcher on this one, so that's what we got. Intersection with our old main line here. That all came together nice and smooth. This section, this moved by like, a foot. So nothing major there. Everything stayed the same. And then we should be coming up on the industry here, just on the other side of the trees, I believe. It's coming up here. Somewhere. Maybe it's a further run than I thought. So many different route options in here, so we could poke through. Wow, that's a really long tunnel. So we could bring a switcher on there and head back, cut way up that way, I suppose. Some options in here to do different things, I guess. Tunnels, probably a bunch of tunnels I won't end up using, but that's always good for variations and replay throughs. If you want to do specific tunnel runs, probably eventually get around to using them all for some sort of shortcut or other. Alright, we are set to hang it right here. There we go, fireballs in the distance. That's how we know our refinery is coming. Hopefully we got all the wood, sticks, stones, trees, bees, and everything else that we need to get out of the way for us to bring this in safe and sound. We'll chop the throttle. Ooh. Give the old station master one last warning. Cars are moving along just fine. 4 cars, I don't know if we can actually get those all to the stop or not. Or if we'll have to drop some of these on the fly, so we'll be prepared. Oh, let's just slam on the brakes. Should be making a fair chunk of money here. It looks like we actually got them all in there. So 36 out of 3. That means we didn't dump anything on the ground, so no hazard. That's good. Get that in there, get that off of there. Yeah, we're making money. Wait, why are you taking a slow down? Alright, we're gonna stop that right there. Yeah, so from basically broke to, you know, a couple $1,000, you know, for that one carload out of 48 oil. So doing decent there. I guess we will turn around and get this thing probably turned around, move a bunch more of that oil over, and that should take care of our money situation, which is cool. I mean, we have the loop back around here, and then we can just keep running that in a short trip. But I think for all intents and purposes, we are going to call that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.